Hello everyone. So I've been struggling recently with getting into reading during the week, and usually I've never had this problem. I've been very regimented, and I think it's just because of the summer and I'm just enjoying time with my family. So I haven't been reading a lot during the week. So I want to change that. I'm going to challenge myself to read 50 pages a day. So I usually do a lot of reading on the weekends, and I want to kind of keep the momentum going. I feel like I'm in a bit of a reading slump after I finished the Inspector Gamache series, so I'm trying to keep the ball rolling. So here is my attempt to read 50 pages a day for Monday through Friday. For me, 50 pages is approximately 1 hour of reading, so I'm going to try to see in my schedule where I can schedule in 1 hour of reading. And so during the summer, like I said, my routine is very similar basically every single day. Overall, in the summer, I tend to have less time to read during the week. A lot of this has to do because me and my family have been rewatching Bones in the evening, and then also because the weather is so nice in the summer and me and my siblings are not in school, we just go out a little bit more during the week. So hopefully I can start to get a new routine where I try to read 50 pages every single day. So I plan on reading 2 books over the course of the next 5 days. I'm about 2/3 of the way through The Scent Keeper, which is about this girl who grows up on an island and has a really good sense of smell, but when she gets thrown into the real world, her whole life kind of turns upside down. The next book that I plan on reading is The Beekeeper's Promise, which is about a dual storyline that takes place during World War II, and it follows a girl who works at a chateau, and she ends up kind of getting involved with the resistance during the war, and then we also have a present day storyline as well. On Monday, I started out opening my agenda book and I planned out which page I wanted to read to for each day, and I felt this was a good way to hold me accountable and I know which page I need to read to for that day. So it's like setting a good goal because after I finish it, I can check it off in my agenda book. Ever since the pandemic, I got in the habit of watching the news at 5 p.m., so that's what I ended up doing today as well. I usually end up watching the first 12 or 15 minutes until the first commercial break, and then I headed outside to get some reading done. So I read to my page mark and I think it was pretty easy to get to the 50 pages because I was just like, I'm gonna read before we have dinner, and I timed it perfectly. Right when I got to 250 was when dinner was ready, so I timed it perfectly. But I think reading it after I kind of watch the first like 15 minutes of the news is a good time, because either some people are still in my family are still coming home or all that stuff. And the weather has been so nice this week. It's finally not raining every single day, so I took advantage of the nice weather outside. So I think this is like a good time to read for me right now. It's gonna be thrown for a loop when the Olympics start, but as of right now it is working. But I think I don't really like this book as much now. I say it's more of like a 2-star read. I think the middle section of the book has been the best. I just don't really like the direction it's going, and I don't find the character to be very likable, and I find she lacks a lot of personality. So I'm hoping, well, I know I am going to try to finish this. It ends on 310 and I'm on page 350, so I'll read 60 pages today, which I think is doable. So yeah, so far this is going good. I feel like once I get in the routine of like setting these goals, like of 50 pages a day, I think it is doable. So fingers crossed, so far so good. So by Wednesday, reading 50 pages a day after I watch about 15 minutes of the news kind of became my own routine, and it was my way to decompress and just kind of relax from my work that I've been doing, especially my research, which has been quite stressful. So I found it to be a really good way to just kind of decompress and relax and really just kind of focus on me. On Thursday, I was able to make a lot of good progress with my research, which is really exciting. And we actually ended up having friends over as well for dinner, so I wasn't able to read during my regular time after the news, but I ended up reading after when I went to bed, which I found out was really good as well, which is what I normally used to do when I was at school, and it's just a good way to unwind and get ready for bed. So Friday ended up being an interesting day. So I started out the morning a little bit later. I just had my tea, and then me and my brother dropped my sister off at the airport because she was visiting a friend, and then afterwards we got lunch. I needed to purchase a new battery for my car because it was reading too dead to measure, so me and my dad helped disassemble it and then install the new one, and then we just did our regular walk that we do with Tucker at the end of the day. But I just wasn't in a reading mood. I hadn't slept good the night before, and I realized, you know what, today I just don't really feel like reading, and that's okay. So I just enjoyed my time with my family, taking Tucker for a stroll in nature, and of course we had to watch the opening ceremonies for the Olympics, and of course I had to root for Canada. So after 5 days of reading 50 pages, what did I learn? First of all, I learned that scheduling out an hour to read each day can be really relaxing and rewarding because it allows me to focus on just me time, decompress from work and research, and just really focus on relaxing. And I also can work on developing better bedtime routines where I'm not looking at a screen all the time, which makes it easier to sleep as well. I did learn, however, that I don't have to follow it every single day. It is good to establish routines and getting in a habit of reading every single day, but you shouldn't push yourself to do something that you don't want to do. Life is about enjoying the things that you like, and sometimes we just aren't in the mood to do something that we enjoy doing, and that's okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below how you like to do your reading throughout the week and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.